warm welcome to President, Kerala Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons, Dr. Saikumar. We, the members of KOA, are very pleased to have you here today, sir. This is his first outstation meeting after becoming KSOS President. I also welcome Dr. Sai's wife, Mrs. Girija, who is a psychologist and teacher. Thanks to Sai and wife for showing willingness to attend this meeting. Next, I welcome our guest speaker, Dr. Mahesh, vitreoretinal surgeon, Giridhar Eye Institute, and his wife, Dr. Mallika, who is the professor of ophthalmology, Government TD Medical College, Alappuzha. Thanks to Dr. Mahesh and Dr. Mallika. Now, I request Dr. Anish to introduce our President, Dr. Saikumar.
Good evening. Actually, I think Sai sir actually doesn't need any introduction among us because he's one of the well-known ophthalmologists among the Kerala ophthalmologists. But since it's my formal duty to introduce him, he's a medical superintendent and head of the Department of Glaucoma and Cataract Services in Giridhar Eye Institute, Cochin. He got almost 28 years of experience in both these specialty. And I think most of you know that he has just completed 50,000 cataract surgeries recently, and he's one of the high volume surgeons. And he was a immediate past president of Kollam Ophthalmic Association. And when we talk about KSOS, I think he was omnipresent in KSOS. He was a web editor, he was a journal editor, then he was general secretary, scientific committee chairman, and now he is the president-elect. And president. Again, regarding his academic, he has presented a lot of papers in national and international conferences, and he got many publications also. So this is just a tip of iceberg. I don't want to elaborate more. So this is the very small introduction about our president. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Anish. Now I request Dr. Jay.
It's a great pleasure to receive it from my dear elder brother, JP, whom I know since the day I joined. One of the earliest persons to rag me in medical correspondence. 3 years my senior. He is 1980 batch, I am 83 batch. So it's a great pleasure. In Tirundaram Bhaja, we call Annan. My dear Annan. So it's very great pleasure to get this opinion. My privilege.
Dr. Saikumar.
Good evening, dear members of the Kollam Ophthalmic Association. It's a great pleasure to be in Kollam because this is the town in which I lived during my childhood. I actually started my schooling here in St. Joseph's Convent and was here till 3rd standard. So 1970 to 73 I was here. So my early schooling and early memories of childhood are from Kollam. So it's always a great pleasure to be back in Kollam. And as Dr. Mini mentioned, this is my first visit outside Cochin as president of the KSOS. During Drishti Kozhikode itself, Rajiv told me that it is customary for the Kollam Ophthalmic Association to invite the president for the first meeting in January. When Arup was the president, he also made his first outstation visit to Kollam. So I am following that here. Kollam Ophthalmic Association has made huge strides in its academic and social activities in the last maybe about 7-8 years. I still remember when I was the General Secretary of KSOS, Dr. Rajiv called me and told me that they are organizing a CME and asked me some suggestions. So I said, this is an association which should not be confined to small CMEs or anything. You have the potential to grow much bigger than this, and they have grown really big. Conducted a very, very successful state conference, which we all remember, I think 2017 or 18? 17. So that is the strides which Kollam has taken, and they have also got the best club award for the non-metro category. I'm sure they can compete even with the metro clubs, but then you are not, only 4 clubs are considered for the metro category. So I think that is a great achievement. And I'm sure that you should bid for the next state conference, because the next turn, 22 is in Thrissur. 23 is in Thrissur. 24 comes to the mid-zone, which is most likely Ernakulam. Possibly Idukki Malanad Ophthalmic Society is looking at Munnar as an option. I'm not sure whether that will work out. So most probably it is likely to be in Ernakulam, but Cochin Ophthalmic Club is not conducting it. Idukki Malanad Ophthalmic Society is conducting it. So although it is in Ernakulam. So 25 will be the turn for this zone. So I think Trivandrum already had a recent conference. So I think by natural justice, I think it is Kollam's turn. So I think you can take up because you will have to present that in the coming conference. So the president of the KOA has to present in the Thrissur conference that you are bidding for 2025. Okay, so that is regarding the opening remarks that I would like to make. Regarding the presidential projects for the coming year, I had emphasized the role of the young ophthalmologists and how we can promote them in KSOS. So if it is possible, Kollam can organize a meeting which is similar to the EOC forum in the All India Society. So if you can take up that, and probably in your either Ashtamudi Ophthalmica or something even before that, if you can take up that and execute it as a presidential project, I think I'll be very happy if you can do it, because if you look at the CME calendar through the entire year, you will notice that there is a sense of repeatability. Every year the same institutes doing the same sort of programs, more of didactic lectures, and so that has to change. So again, as I mentioned in my presidential speech also, Ashtamudi Ophthalmica, Madam, Ashtamudi Ophthalmica was a real trailblazer in that regard. It was a very, very useful program for everyone, and there was a lot of interaction in the audience. So something like that, I'm sure the brain of KSOS, Rajiv, can think of something very innovative, very interactive, among all the audience, and something like the case reports, the case studies the cases we presented in Ashtamudi Ophthalmica, something similar to that. And we should give special focus to the youngsters in the organization, because again, if you look at the list of speakers in every subspecialty that you see, it is very predictive. You see a cataract conference, you know who are going to speak. I'm not saying they are all doyens in their field. We have a lot of experienced people. I get called Minu, Arup, Jay Prasad. So there is a sort of pattern in the speaker list. I think slowly it should change. We should come to the middle level ophthalmologists. We should give them more opportunities. They are also doing great work. Probably their surgical recordings are not as good as some of the very senior people. They don't have access to very high or high-fee recording systems. But otherwise, a lot of work is being done at the middle level in the smaller towns in Kerala. So I think they have to be really brought into focus, because they are the ones who are going to teach the next generation of ophthalmologists in Kerala. So that is one important presidential project which I thought I should share with you. The other things like the Bala Darshan, which Dr. Shashi had started, the myopia awareness program, again, I have requested all the clubs to take it up, and whenever possible, either in your local level, if you get an opportunity to interact with the public, maybe do some school screening programs. So if this is one thing that has to be kept in mind when you're doing these programs. So this is the second presidential project which I had mentioned in my speech, and I would like the Kollam Ophthalmic Association to take up in an important way. The other programs like I've told focus on youth, I've told about the Baladarshan. We have to sort of cooperate among all of ourselves for the All India Conference. So the All India Conference is happening from May 11th to 14th. It is in Cochin. It is probably done by a core team who is stationed in Cochin. But I think it is we all have to cooperate more. It is a KSOS conference. I know it's not easy for everyone to come over for organizing committee meetings to Cochin each time, but in whatever way possible, the Kollam Ophthalmic Association and the other local clubs have to participate and contribute significantly. We have made a quite exhaustive list of various committees. Dr. Thomas Cherian is the person who has been doing that. So it has been shared in almost all the KSOS groups, and there are people who have requested that they be included in a particular committee. They can contribute something in a particular committee, so they have been included like that. So I request all the members, especially the senior members, the middle level ophthalmologists in Kollam, to help us in organizing this conference. The initial movements in the AOS conference has been a bit slow, in the sense that the All India Ophthalmic Society is doing a midterm conference that is happening today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow in Patna. So the AOS leadership didn't want too much publicity for Kollam before the Patna conference was over, and they are also sort of making it a bit slow. We were worried initially that things were not happening in the pace that we wanted or in the comfort zone that we wanted. But then we all sat and decided if AOS wants it that way, we'll have it that way. So that is what. So most probably from Monday, I think things will start. Will get moving. The registrations for AOS is already open, but they have not given too much publicity for the registration because of this Patna conference. The Patna conference is almost like a state conference. I think they've got about 1,000 delegates, about 1,000 delegates, which is almost slightly bigger than a state conference. So it is nowhere near an a national conference. So probably from Monday, we'll have more flyers about the registration. And another key area is the hotel bookings. Again, that has not been opened because they wanted more focus on the midterm conference. So this is another request from the president's side to the Kollam Ophthalmic. I am not speaking as president of KSOS. I am speaking as organizing secretary of the All India Conference. Dr. Smita is sitting here, so we all know that she has been doing excellent work in the journal, and I request you to sort of go ahead with the journal series. Has it been stopped, or you are going to start it again?
That was there, but KSOS needs a new vendor to. It was actually there.
Okay.
But then since we don't have a person who could broadcast it or what do you call it, so we're just waiting for that.
Yeah, so that is probably we'll be finalizing it next weekend. 15th we are having the first combined executive committee meeting. So the vendor for last year, their term was expired in the end of December. So we'll be probably the same vendor will continue. AMN Events will continue. And we can immediately start off with so I request you to take it up, the journal club, and to continue for, so one more year, so that is also taken care of. So these are a few comments that I thought I will make as president of the Kerala Society. Once again, I thank the Kollam Ophthalmic Association for inviting me here and requesting me to speak on my presidential projects. I am sure this club will go from into greater heights. Definitely organize the next state conference, and as many said in the last meeting, probably even think of an AIOS. The only thing that's lacking in Kollam is obviously a venue for an AIOS. You have the capability to do the conference, but as of now, I think in Kerala, the only place which has a proper venue to conduct an All India conference is Cochin. Not because the Cochin Ophthalmic Club is any better or we are better, suited to organize, but because of the venue. So it's much easier for us to organize this meeting. So thank you very much, and wish you all the best. Raju had told me to speak for 25 minutes. So then I was sitting with Mahesh. Mahesh said, no, he requests more time to speak about medico-legal. So I said, I will give you 10 minutes to speak on medico-legal issues. So I'll wind up my speech here. Thank you once again.
To KSOS President, Dr. Saikumar. Madam.
അതിന് താഴെ ഒരു ബട്ടൺ ഉണ്ട്, അത് ക്ലിക്ക് ചെയ്താൽ എൻഹാൻസ് എന്ന് പറയും. എൻഹാൻസ് 1 lakh 1 ക്ലിക്ക് ചെയ്ത് 15 രൂപയ്ക്ക്
Girja Madam, please come forward. Dr. Jayashree Raji. Thank you, Dr. Jayashree Rajiv. Now I request Dr. Jayashree I to give a memento to Dr. Mallika.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jayashree. Now coming to individual and institutional achievements. Amardeep Eye Care, Kollam got full NABH accreditation and PG seat admission. Now I request Dr. Jayaprasad, Chairman of Amardeep Eye Care, to come forward and receive a memento from KSOS President, Dr. Saikumar.
Kollam Ophthalmic Association appreciates the effort taken by Amardeep Eye Care and team in achieving the high quality in health standard, receiving the NABH accreditation and becoming an educational institution. The office bearers and members of Kollam Ophthalmic Association extend their hearty congratulations for achieving this great task. Signed by Dr. Meena Jayachandran and Dr. Shaini Napoleon. I have great pleasure in giving this plug to, as I mentioned before, my close Annan JP.
Thank you, dear friends. Thank you so much. Let me receive this with great gratitude, and let me remind you that it's not me who did all these things. It's my team led by Dr. Rani Balamurli and the entire team of Amardeep Eye Hospital. It's their achievement. Dr. Rani, please come and get it from Dr. Sai. Please come.
Yes, Dr. Jayaprasad and Dr. Rani to receive the memento from Dr. Saikumar. Thank you, Dr. Sai. Now, we all know about the artistic talent of Dr. Rajiv. He has proved it many times. Now, I request Dr. Smita to come forward.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you are all aware, the Kerala Journal of Ophthalmology had conducted a cover design contest, and there were many participants, something around 15 participants, which were of very high grade, very high quality. And you are all aware that Dr. Rajiv Sugmaran was the winner. So as a token of appreciation, I would request Dr. Saikumar to give Dr. Rajiv the token of appreciation.
You should also be here.
Thank you, Dr. Smita and Dr. Sai. It's New Year, and we are planning for a cake cutting here by our KSOS president. And there are two members who celebrated their birthday, Dr. Anish Madhavan, January 4th, and Dr. Rameshan, January 6th. I request both of them to join Dr. Sai for the cake cutting.
Great pleasure. Once again, I am very thankful to the Kollam Ophthalmic Society Association for having me here and cut this New Year cake. And I wish all the members of KOA, all their families, your hospital staff, everyone a very, very happy New Year. Happy, prosperous and healthy 2023. Thank you very much for this opportunity. With your permission. And also happy birthday to Anish and dear Rameshan. Very bad at taking this cake. Usually it falls down. I always say that easier to chop a nucleus than to Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday. Thank you. Great pleasure.
This time we are issuing life membership cards to our members, and you have to give the life membership cards to our members. Shiny will be calling them one by one.
Given to few seniors only, randomly picked. Venugopal sir. Uma ma'am. Baleshnan sir. Rameshan sir. Sridevi ma'am. Sridevi ma'am. Mary Kunju ma'am. Mary Kunju ma'am. Maheshwari ma'am.
No other club in first.
Jayashree I ma'am.
Life membership card, so that is a trailblazer for the tournament.
Mini ma'am, Mini S ma'am. Jay Prasad sir. Rajiv sir. Design is by Dr. Rajiv sir. Design. Card is designed by Rajiv sir.
അപ്പോൾ അടുത്തതിന്
November 25th, 26th and 27th. It has given our association some pleasant memories. Kollam Ophthalmic Association received the Best Non-Metro Club Award from KSOS President. It was a moment of great pride. I thank all members who made this possible. For Dr. Shaini, whose sincere and hard work has made this possible. Our members also did well in scientific session and cultural programs. This is the plaque we got from the state president for being the best.